The never-ending argument of black athletes and white women.
It's Amber J. Lee. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And let's learn, pretty girls. And also, while you're here, just follow my Instagram as I also post updates.
But I'm going to be honest with you. I do not think that every single black athlete that is dating a white woman is because they hate themselves. That's like saying every black woman that has dated a Latina or white man hates themselves, because that's not true. Sometimes you just vibe better with the person who just so happens to not be black. But we'll get into it. So excuse how I look. Today was just like a natural Target run. Try to do like a light beat today for today's video. So on Twitter, a picture is floating around of this athlete and his white woman, or I'm sorry if she isn't white, racially ambiguous, Latina, I'm not sure. I can't really, they all look alike, but she is very much white passing, and from the eyes, she looks like a white woman. And that has went viral, and a lot of people are just saying a lot of disgusting things in the comments. And I feel like the caption that is on this picture invites for anti-blackness. The caption over this says, maybe black athletes know something about black women that we don't, or basically something along those lines. It's not word for word. And the responses literally triggered me a little bit, because it's just like, just because someone dates out is not a result of self-hate. But I'm gonna tell you why, and I'm gonna get to some proof and some fact. One of the comments said, which I don't know if it was satire, but it was like very weird. I didn't like it because, you know, the fake pages with 3 followers were just under there saying disgusting things about black men and women. And they were saying they hate being black so much they wouldn't risk passing that disease off to their offspring. Child. Not knowing that black athletes' ability, they're running in the league in in athleticism. They're just like taking over. It's more black people in the like NFL than white. My take on this is, when you see someone like LeBron's son in his prom date, this is him in his prom date, beautiful girl, beautiful, beautiful white girl, beautiful. I mean, you have to think about Bronny's father. Bronny's father is a billionaire. So he goes to one of the top highest paying schools. Who do you think dominate those spaces? White people. So who do you think there are more of? White women than black women. So guess who he is most likely to date? White women, because he grew up around them. They dominate his spaces. There are more white women in his circle than black women. There are more white women in his school than black women, because they dominate those spaces. If there was another billionaire black daughter going to LeBron James' school and she was fine as hell, he'd be on that. But there isn't. And if there are some, they're either taken by another white man, because that's who they grow up around. So it's like, it's not like saying LeBron James was like, how can I go on a date and make sure this girl is not black? He did not do that. His mom is beautiful. His younger sister is beautiful. He did not do that. He said, what is available to me? What is available to me? What is my options? It's 40 white women in his class. It's maybe 6 black girls. Those black girls was taken by another white man. What does he have left? Or the 6 black girls, what if 4 out of 6 ain't going? What if he just so happened to vibe with the 40 white women? What if he's cool with the other 6, but his friends is taking the other 6? What are his options left? These white women take up the masses. So for you to say, oh, Bronny is self-hating, that's not true. He does not give me coon vibes. He gives me 18-year-old. I'm in a private school, one of the top paying schools. Costs a pretty penny to get here. There's not a lot of black women here. Not a lot. It's a few, but it's not a lot. And the few that is here, they got their other things going on. It's a fine snow bunny. I'm just gonna hop on that. He's not looking at color for real. I feel like a lot of people are projecting that onto people. Think about it. Even as a black woman, I grew up around a lot of white people in high school, and I grew up with a lot of black people in middle school. My first serious connection with a man was white. He was white. Because white men dominated that space. And I am not self-hating. I love everything about my blackness. So that's how I know I can speak on these things. So, and I was 18. I wasn't thinking, let me find out who I can date that's not black. That did not cross my mind. It was just like, okay, I'm vibing with this guy. He's a nice guy. He just so happens to be white. That can be a thing. I feel like you guys are so quick to say, he's self-hating. He's self-hating. He's self-hating. Not everybody is self-hating. You have to stop with that. Not every black athlete that is slinging a white woman is self-hating. It's just not that. I'm not saying it isn't the case, but it's not as much as the case as you think it is. It really isn't. I feel like black people, a lot of black people think that they own other black people. I'm starting to notice that. Like Taylor Rooks took a picture with a white man and the black men were going crazy, calling her a divester, saying she's disgusting. I'm just like, you guys do not own black people. You don't. You don't own black people. Yes, black love is beautiful, but love is love. Love is love. Love is love. A lot of people are looking at it as generational wealth. Like when a black man marries a white woman, they have mixed kids. Those mixed kids marry white people, and now your family is now white. All your black genes are red. And they said that money goes back to white people. I get that. That is a thing to think about because that money is now back into the white man's hands where it came from. So, I mean, but money in the black community go back to the white man's hands too. So I want you to understand that when a black man reaches a certain level of status, the less black people he is going to run across. That's just the truth. That is just the honest. That's just the honest to God. Like even with BET, that is ran by white people. That stage crew was literally 95% white people, maybe like 5 or 6 black employees. Because white people dominate these spaces. And you can lie and say, no, they don't. Yes, they do. In Hollywood, and these big old corporations, Acme, all these big old corporations, white people dominate those spaces. You think white people are broke? You think white people are broke? They are not. They have generational wealth. They dominate these spaces. If you look at LeBron's neighborhood, I promise you, he is probably one of 2 black families in that neighborhood. I will bet my last dollar on it that it is more white people in his neighborhood than it is black. I will bet my last dollar on it. The numbers, it's a numbers thing. It's a numbers thing. I'm pretty sure if they had an unlimited supply of black women, they would go for it. And before you say, it's easier for me to search through 40 white women than 6 black girls. It's just easier for men. They feel like I am this boss. I make this amount of money. I'm just going to go what's easier. It's 40 white women over here. I can dig through that pile than deal with this 6. It's just how they think. They think I got money, why work harder? I'm just going to go what I want. And before you say white women are gold diggers, we as women, we all want men with money. We all want men with opportunity. We all want men with status. That's just how women operate. So he might as well pick who he chooses. May the best gold digger win. May the best gold digger win. He might as well pick whichever his favorite one is and start a family because we all want money. You think that man is slow? But back to that picture, people were saying that they were together for 10 years and stuff like that. They probably were. That's why I don't think this is a thing of self-hate. I just think it's more of this is who he's been with. This is just who he's been with. And she just so happened to be white. This one man commented, let's not focus on the 10 to 15% that is dating white women, but we need to focus on the 85 plus who are dating black women. And that's the truth. Not every black man is going to date a black woman. If I live around mostly black people, my options are limited. I'm going to most likely date a black person. But if I live in LA, I own a rooftop mansion, everybody in my neighborhood is white, I have 2 black people down the street, I'm most likely going to date the white person. That's just, no matter who gets offended about it, this is just the reality. Everybody says, oh, draft night is filling up with white women. These kids probably grew up around white people. Like I said, these people probably live with white people all their lives. They probably have a mixed grandparent, or if they don't, they probably went to an all-white high school because their parents wanted them to be a D1 athlete. So their access to black women are limited, and it's just easier to date what's in front of you than go searching in another neighborhood for a black woman. It just is what it is. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and tell me what you think.